India. The Republic of India is located in southern Asia, and it consists of 28 states and 7 provinces. India is the second largest country in the world in terms of population, and the 7th largest country in the world in terms of area. The capital of India is New Delhi. India is known for its multi-ethnicity and religions, such as Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhs, and Islam, which it led to many sectarian conflicts. There are also many languages spoken in India by the population. There are 14 major languages and more than 1,000 local languages and dialects. The country's official language is Hindi, Sanskrit language, and some people speak English, which is official in some areas of the country. India has been known for its ancient civilization since the Stone Age, and it was the center of many important trade routes throughout history. There are many historical and tourist places in India. The Red Castle. It is a historical fort in Old Delhi. It was built to be the residence of the Mughal Empire for 200 years. It is an archaeological place that highlights the beauty of the architecture of the 17th century. UNESCO has included this fort on the World Heritage List. Qutub Minar. Qutub Minar is an Indian historical landmark, whose lighthouse is considered the tallest of its kind in India, and the second tallest lighthouse in the history of the Islamic world. UNESCO has included the landmark in the World Heritage List. Humayun's tomb. It is a complex of Mughal architecture buildings. It was built as a tomb for the Mughal Emperor Nasir al-Din Humayun. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its cultural significance as the first tomb of its kind in India. Jami Mosque. It is the main mosque in Old Delhi in India, and the largest mosque in India. The mosque is characterized by its large area, which accommodates about 25,000 worshippers. It was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in 1656. It is a prominent tourist attraction in New Delhi. India Gate. The huge India Gate was erected in 1931. It was built as a memorial, to commemorate the 90,000 Indian soldiers, who died in the First World War, the Afghan Wars, and many more wars in defense of the Indian Empire. This landmark is one of the most popular tourist attractions in India. Lodhi Gardens. Lodhi Gardens is one of the most important tourist places in New Delhi. It is a garden of rare plants, perennial and fruit trees. It contains the tomb of Muhammad Shah Sikandar Lodhi. The history of the buildings in Lodhi Gardens dates back to the 15th and 16th centuries. Elephanta Caves. The Elephanta Caves are located on Elephanta Island. The Elephanta Caves contain ancient archaeological cave carvings, some rare artifacts, and rock-cut statues of the most famous Indian Buddhist and Hindu deities dating back to the 5th century. The Elephanta Caves have been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Ellora Caves. Ellora Caves are a group of caves, each group representing a particular religion. It is considered one of the wonders of religious monuments in the world. The Ellora Caves have been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is a magnificent and elegant mausoleum built of white marble. It is a building that combines Indian, Persian and Islamic architecture. It is a giant building overlooking the city of Accra. It was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the period from 1630 to 1648, in order to commemorate his wife, whom he loved very much. She was called Princess Mumtaz Mahal. The Taj Mahal is considered one of the most beautiful architectural buildings in the world. The Taj Mahal was inscribed on a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983. Mahabalipuram Monument. The Mahabalipuram Monument is a group of religious monuments in the form of rock-cut temples. The site contains 40 ancient monuments and Hindu temples dating back to the 6th century and earlier. The Mahabalipuram Monument was inscribed on a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. Sun Temple in Konark. It is a Hindu temple to the sun god Surya, dating back to the 13th century. Konark Sun Temple was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. Hampi. It is a village located north of Karnataka in India. It was one of the richest and largest cities in the world. Hampi is the imposing site of the last capital of the last great Hindu kingdom, Vijayanagar, where wealthy princes built temples and palaces. Hampi was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1986. Holy City of Varanasi. It is a city located on the banks of the Ganga River. Varanasi is viewed as a holy city by Hindus, Buddhists and Jains. It is one of the oldest inhabited cities in the world. It is also one of the oldest cities in India. The culture of Varanasi is closely related to the Ganga River and the river's religious significance. The city was a cultural and religious center in northern India for several thousand years. Harmandir Sahib. It is a prominent Sikh place of worship located in the city of Amritsar in the Indian state of Punjab. It is considered one of the sacred places for the Sikhs. It was built in the 16th century. Hawa Mahal Palace. The Hawa Mahal Palace was built in the 18th century in Jaipur, the capital of the state of Rajasthan in India. It is one of the most beautiful buildings in Rajput architecture. The Hawa Mahal Palace was designed in the shape of the crown of Krishna, the Hindu god. The palace consists of 5 unique external floors with 953 small windows that let the light permeate all over the palace. The smallness of these windows allowed the ladies of the palace to see what was going on outside the palace in secrecy. The palace was designed according to the rules of Rajput architecture and in such a way as to allow the wind to blow inside all floors of the palace. Kerala City. Kerala has a beautiful nature that combines dense forests, trees, green hills and flowing rivers with a diverse wildlife side, which makes Kerala an advantaged destination. One of the distinctive places in Kerala is the Munnar Hill. Munnar Hill has a wonderful view of the Indian tea and spice plantations. Also, Munnar Hill has a wonderful view of waterfalls, lakes and mountain slopes. Kashmir. Kashmir is the geographical region located between India, Pakistan and China in Northeast Asia. Kashmir is located in the south of the Himalayas from the west. The Kashmir Valley is famous for its history and political debate. One of the most prominent areas in Kashmir is Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert region characterized by a landscape with cliffs and rocky plateaus. It is an interface preferred by lovers of adventure and excitement sports, as it offers safari trips, mountain climbing and boating on river waterfalls. Shimla. Shimla is located in northern India on the Himalayas. It is considered a commercial, cultural and educational center for the mountainous regions of the country. Shimla is one of the most famous cities in India, due to its charming nature. It is one of the most prominent places for snowboarding. I hope you enjoyed this short trip to India. Thank you for following up.